In the Amazon jungle, many mysteries have yet to be solved. The mysteries and intrigue of this ancient wilderness's secrets, from lost cultures to strange creatures, call to you. Come with us as we explore this jungle, where each new find will help us figure out a new mystery. Chapter El Dorado. For hundreds of years, people have been exploring the Amazon rainforest in search of hidden towns they thought were full of gold. There are many legends and stories about the lost cities in the South American jungle. These include sketchy reports from missionaries who came back, stories told by native people, rumors spread at faraway inns, and lost papers buried in dusty archives. But are they just myths? A lot of people were sure that the golden ruins were somewhere out there. Let's take one of the most famous golden cities. The story of El Dorado is without a doubt the most well-known tale of a lost city full of gold. The word El Dorado has become almost associated with a foolish search for money. Spain was thrilled in 1520 when the conquistador Hernán Cortés, 1485 and 1547, told them about the riches of the New World. Moctezuma II, the ruler of the Aztecs from 1466 to 1520, is known for giving Cortés many expensive gold gifts. Not long after that, the emperor died, and on August 13, 1521, the Spanish made the Aztec Empire their own. The story of El Dorado summed up this wonderful but dangerous gold rush. In 1529, Ambrosius Dalfinger, the young ruler of Venezuela, went on a raid to steal from the people who lived there. At Lake Maracaibo, someone told him about a rich group living deep in the country. They said their leader was a man who looked like he was white on gold. El Hombre Dorado, and in English, it is the Golden Man, is what people called him. There's a good reason for this. In the northwest part of South America, the Chibcha people have a ceremony where they cover new kings in gold dust and then put them in Lake Guatavita until the gold is washed off. This is a big gift to the gods. In 1536, the Spanish explorer Gonzalo Jiménez de Quesada y Rivera marched through the Chibcha lands and found gold in the town of Hunza. He did this by torturing and fighting his way through their land. The streets were straight, and the houses looked like they were built to last. It was said that the people were heavy with gold jewelry and that their homes were full of bags of gold dust. The leader of the area lived in a house that was covered in gold sheets, and his throne was made of gold and had emeralds all over it. It's clear that no one was sure that this was El Dorado, because over the next few decades, more missions were sent out to find the famous paradise. In 1595 and 1616, Sir Walter Raleigh famously led 2 trips to look for El Dorado. According to some stories and legends, El Dorado was like a country, and the legendary Manoa was its center. Many people have looked for the city. Raleigh looked in the northern part of South America, Fawcett looked in Mato Grosso, and a more modern writer says Manoa might have been the ancient Maya city of Palenque in southern Mexico. Chapter Pirapcura Tribe. There are about 1.6 million native people living in the Amazon. Some of them choose to live alone, and they all depend on the forest and water for their culture and material survival. But there is a group called the Pirapcura tribe. The only member of the Pirapcura tribe in the Amazon who could be reached said she was afraid that loggers who were working illegally on her people's land would soon kill her family. Rita Pirapcura is the only Pirapcura person who talks to outsiders on a daily basis. In a one-of-a-kind interview that was made public, she talks about how loggers killed 9 of her relatives in one attack and says that her brother and nephew, Baita and Tamandua, are still known to live in the area. Rita says, there are a lot of people who take land. There will be no one left if they kill them. In 2020, more trees were cut down in the Pirapcura's forest than in the land of any other uncontacted tribe in Brazil. People think that other members of the tribe are also living in the area, but they have hidden in the bush. At the moment, the Pirapcura's forest is protected by a land protection order. This is an official order that is used to keep uncontacted tribes' lands that haven't been officially divided up yet. High-level officials told the authorities to get rid of the farmers and hunters who were in the area. But as with most orders that require action from the government, not much has been done to follow through. Similar land protection orders are in place to protect 6 other tribe lands, which together protect 1 million hectares of rainforest. But some high-level officials want to open up these areas, which are still at risk until they are fully marked as indigenous places. This is part of his government's full-on attack on indigenous rights. Chapter: Mysterious Paintings. Even in some parts of the forest, archaeologists found some paintings on the rocks, which showed clear signs of the existence of tribes in the dense forest. And you'll be shocked to know that these paintings are about 12000 years old. So there might be a possibility that a whole civilization existed at any point in time. In those paintings, archaeologists found some animals like mastodons and giant sloths that existed during the Ice Age. And this left scientists completely in wonder. These paintings showed scientists how the people of that age survived during the Ice Age and how they hunted animals much larger than themselves. Chapter: Mystery of Humpback Whale. One of the humpback whales that was found dead in the Amazon forest has no one who knows how it got there. In the middle of the Amazon jungle, a dead humpback whale was found. This is not at all where you would expect to find a whale. What's going on is the strangest thing ever. There is no known way for the 36-foot whale carcass that was found to have gotten there from its native habitat. As you might expect from a mystery that hasn't been answered, there are theories, but nothing solid. The 10-ton animal was found in a Brazilian forest just 50 feet from the water. In February 2019, the humpback whale was found on the island of Marachó, which is at the beginning of the Amazon River. It was found in the woods at a place called Araruna Beach. High tides and rough seas are what experts think happened to the whole thing. They think it was thrown out of the water and into the woods. The animal might have been a calf that was 12 months old, but no one knows how it died or how it got into a swamp. The body of the creature didn't show any signs of being hurt. The Maritime Herald newspaper said the whale might have died from eating plastic in the ocean. A lot of people believe the animal was already dead when it washed up on the shore. Vultures were seen flying around the body, which was found hidden in some bushes a long way from the water. Then scientists found out that there was a dead body there, and that's not where the whales should be. Most of the time they're in that area from August to November. Then they go to Antarctica. Scientists don't understand why a humpback whale would be on the north coast of Brazil in February. This doesn't happen very often. Scientists think this is a calf that may have been traveling with its mother, but got lost or split up while the animals were migrating back and forth between the continents. Chapter: Silkhenge. There isn't always big weird wildlife in the Amazon. For example, scientists have been trying to figure out what is making tiny silk structures in Tambopata, Peru, for the past 10 years. There is a fence made of pillars linked by horizontal threads around each one. Researchers finally started to see spiders hatch out of the structure in the middle after collecting and studying a lot of specimens. Even though scientists now know that the builders were spiders, they still don't know what species they are, because no adult spiders were seen living in the Silkhenge buildings. No other spider has ever been seen putting only one egg in an egg sac. In fact, most spiders protect their eggs until they hatch by keeping a bunch of them on their webs. So these are some mysteries that remain unsolved, while these are the limits to which the human race has ventured. Yet thousands more mysteries await discovery. We hope to uncover them, but perhaps we should refrain from interference. These indigenous tribes live contentedly, demanding nothing. Why then do we destroy this natural masterpiece to satisfy our greed when it supplies the majority of Earth's oxygen?